Hey guys, Lustre here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So big screen TVs are becoming more popular, but if you want a 100-inch TV, be ready to spend thousands of dollars. In that case, projectors are probably the better solution. Not only they are portable, but you're also becoming more affordable. So this is the Vankyo V630 Performance series. It has a 1080p projector with 5000:1 contrast ratio at only $270. Welcome to the channel, guys. This time we're gonna take a closer look at the projector that fits your budget. Sit back, relax, and let's do this. So inside the box, you'll find a carrying case, the projector and cables. They include a power cord, an RCA cable, an HDMI cable, the remote, which uses two AAA batteries, the user menu, and cleaning supplies. The projector is well built. On top you'll find knobs for the keystone adjustment and focus. There are also power and menu buttons on top. On the right side there is a ventilation and also a memory slot and two HDMI ports. In the back there is a VGA port for PC, two USB ports, a sensor for the remote, AV and headphone jack, and also the power port. Now at the bottom there are mounting holes in case if you want to install this in your ceiling, and there's also an adjustment screw. So I connected my Amazon Fire Stick via HDMI and I was very surprised how beautiful the picture looked. Now this is a 1080p resolution and picture looks very clean and colorful. Even if I get closer, the picture still remains very sharp. Now this is a 5000:1 contrast ratio, so black levels are also looking good, but that also depends on what type of screen you're using. Alright guys, so let's jump into the menus and some gameplay. So here I am using the projector, guys, and it's very simple. I have reviewed many of these projectors and they all pretty much have the same menu. So let me just show you real quick. You have options to picture. I usually love to use standard. I think it looks the best, but you can always try different ones. Soft, user, you can customize it, of course, vivid, and standard. I think standard looks the best in my opinion, since I've seen so many of these options before. Color, temperature, medium, aspect ratio, you can change that as well. Noise reduction, I have it in the middle. You can also change the projector mode if you want to have it in the front or in the back. And also over here, reduce display. So this is sort of like a zoom. This is a great option if you don't have like that big of a screen or space. You can reduce the whole picture. So this is a very cool option. Over here, this is for the sound. The sound is actually not bad. And over here we have the regular OSD language, for example, the options, factory default, keystone correction. It does have keystone correction if you want to adjust that. And that's pretty much it. It is very simple. The picture wise looks great. I am using a Cine widescreen by Elite Screens. This works really good in a dark place. So as you guys can see, I have there's a sunlight coming behind the screen, but the picture looks beautiful. Now if I turn on an ambient light, you guys notice how the picture is reduced, right? So here I'm increasing the brightness. You guys can see how much big of a difference this makes. So I highly suggest to just don't have any lights. Use a dark room if you want to use this kind of screen. If you want a best contrast or better contrast, I highly suggest to use a Cine gray screen. But in the meantime, this is how the projector looks, how the projector works. Alright guys, so when it comes down to gaming, I connected my Xbox One X and this is working at 1080p. But I did notice some input lag. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I noticed a lot of motion blur. And it's just the game doesn't feel as responsive as when I play with a monitor or my TV. See, the reaction time is very slow. So if you're planning on using this on a multiplayer game like this one, it is not recommended. This is my first time I've experienced input lag or high input lag on this kind of projectors. For the most part, they are very responsive, they work good, but for some reason not this one. Even with games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is a single player game, the game looks okay, looks nice in the 1080p, but you can still feel the input lag, especially when I'm panning the camera. I feel it's not as responsive as previous projectors that I have reviewed. The built-in speaker is good enough to fill a small room, but I highly suggest to connect at least a soundbar for a much better experience. So overall, this is a good 1080p projector for $270. Picture looks beautiful while streaming from my Fire Stick. The same goes for gaming. I just wish that the input lag was better. I was able to get a 100-inch screen size from just around 11 feet away, so keep in mind the size of room that you need. The only thing missing is 3D, and 3D movies on projectors is so awesome to have, so I wish it supported 3D as well. Also, the fan noise is a bit too loud for my taste, especially if you are watching movies. It can be a little bit distracting. Other than that, if you're looking for a projector that looks good and won't break your wallet, the Vankyo V630 Performance is a great option. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss any of my upcoming videos. I'm Lustre, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Lustre out.